Hey guys, Reagan from Cirrinity here. Today I'm just going to be walking you through how to download the new WCTV Gen 2 app on your Roku device. If you didn't already know, our old WCTV app will be going away on February 10th, so you will need to have this new app on your Roku device by then. So come along with me, I will help you get it downloaded on your Roku device. Also, just know it is available also in the Apple App Store as well as the Google Play Store. So let's go. I'll walk you through step by step. So to start, you are going to want to be on the home screen of your Roku. So if you are not already on your home screen, you just want to, on your remote, hit that home button. It will take you to a screen that looks similar to this with all your apps on it. Once on the screen, you're going to arrow over to the left so this menu highlights. Once this menu is in focus, you're going to arrow up on the remote until you see the search tab. Once you see the search tab, a keypad should pop up to the right as you see. So to get to that keypad, you're just on your Roku remote gonna wanna hit the right arrow and you will be in the keypad. From there, you are going to type in, using the arrow keys to get you around the keypad, WCTV. And there is a space, so make sure you go down here and hit the space. It might already start populating off to the right as you're typing it, as you see. So you don't even need to type in the Gen 2. You'll look over to the right, you will see that there is the Gen 2 app. So here's the old app. The Gen 2 app has the Gen 2 banner in the right hand corner. So you're gonna wanna highlight over it using the arrows. So to get out of the keypad, you're just gonna arrow over to the right and it will highlight over to the app. You're gonna highlight over the WCTV Gen 2 app and then hit the OK button. This is going to take you to the screen where you will add the app. So you're gonna want to, it's already highlighted with the white box around it. You then are just gonna wanna hit the OK button on the remote and then it's going to add the app for you. You'll get a little pop-up that the app has been added. It also tells you how to move it, but I will show you as well. So you then, if any pop-up comes up, we'll just hit OK. Then it'll say open app. From right here, you can open your app and it will open the new app for you. After you hit the open app, this screen will come up where you need to enter in your information. The information with your subscriber name as well as your subscriber password should have been emailed to you. If you did not receive an email, please check your spam folder. Otherwise, we may not have an email on file for you. If that is the case, we did send out letters with the subscriber name and subscriber password on it. But if you do not have either one of those, you can just give our office a call and we would be happy to get that information for you. So putting in your information is easy. You're gonna start with the subscriber name. So you'll immediately see that it is already has a blue box around it highlighting it. So then on your remote, you will just wanna hit the OK button, which will pop up a keypad. Here, you will use the arrow keys to put in your subscriber name that you would find in the email or on that letter. You will then go down to the OK with your arrow key, just arrow down so the OK is highlighted once you have your subscriber name entered. And then you'll just hit the OK button on the remote again. This will take you back to the screen with the rest of your credentials. You will then arrow down so the blue box is around the enter your subscriber password. You will then hit the OK button again. You then will do the same with entering your subscriber password. It should start with a 7 and it should be all numbers. So you'll just want to arrow over to the keypad. And like I said, it does begin with a 7. Once you have this entered, you will then arrow down again so the OK is highlighted and then you'll hit the OK button on the remote again. This will take you back to that main screen and then you will choose your device name. So you will arrow down so the blue box goes around, choose your device name and hit the OK button. Now the device name is totally up to you. This is how you will identify each device. So let's say the device you're putting this on is in the living room, you can name it living room. It's in a bedroom, you can name it bedroom. Just whatever is easiest for you. Once you have your device name entered, you will then arrow down so the OK is highlighted and hit OK. Once all of this is filled out, you can confirm you have the device name you want, your subscriber name in there as well. You cannot see the password, but if it is not correct, it will arrow out. So you're then going to arrow down. So the submit is highlighted in blue, and then you're going to hit the center OK button, and then it will log you into the app. So now that you're logged in, you may want to go ahead and move the app on your home screen of your Roku. So to do that, you are just gonna hit the home button on your remote. And then you're gonna wanna make sure you're gonna be in the section called Your Apps. In most cases, it'll put the new app all the way to the bottom, and we will want to move it to the top so you can get there easily. So to do that, you're just gonna arrow down until the app is highlighted. You wanna make sure you have the WCTV with the Gen 2 banner in the right top corner, and then you're gonna hit the asterisk button on the remote. This is gonna pop up a menu. Now, if you don't wanna move it to the top, you can just hit Move App, and then you can select where you wanna move it. Otherwise, if you just want it to the top, you can arrow down to move app to top, and then hit OK. And then it puts your app right at the top here so you can easily get into it. And click in and watch it. Note that you will have to reset up any favorites or recordings that you had, as those will not pull over. There will be videos to come that go into detail on how to do that. Otherwise, we do have instructions that you can either give us a call for, otherwise they are on our website. So thank you for coming along, and hopefully it was easy enough for you.